Seems that more L's are being taken for the Sony consoles. PS5 barely sold 10,000 copies in its latest week in Japan. The absolute failure of the PS5 in Japan and the Sony in general is just absolute laughable. But I've been saying, but Sony, people have been saying Sony has been doing so successful, but Microsoft is now beating Sony in USA, despite Xbox Series X and S have no games, but they're still beating Sony with Game Pass and everything else because no one wants to buy a console they can't even get, and when they get the console barely even works, which is basically Sony's PS5. And in Japan, people are just buying the Switch instead, which is probably a much better console anyways, because there's actual games that people actually want to play. But Skyward Sword HD is selling better than every PS5 game, of course. But here we go about the sales. And for once, actually, there's two PS4 games in there. There's Samurai Warriors 5 and Scarlet Nexus. Okay, where is a single PS5 game? Well, the single PS5 game. The Xbox Series X is outselling the PS5 digital edition again. Absolutely laughable. The PS5 barely, they didn't even sell 10,000 copies. The standard PS5. That's how poorly the PS5 is doing. That's how bad the PS5 is doing. So we have Skyward Sword HD, Cran Sen Chan, or no Cran Sen Chan game, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Spaceball Pro Sports Spirits, 2021 Grand Slam, Ring Fit Adventure, Minecraft, Game Builder Garage, Mario Golf Super Rush, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Earth Defense 4 Portal, Advantage from a New Planet Space. No PS5 games because no one wants to buy a PS5. Most of these games will be ported on the PS5, but again, no one wants to buy a PS5, so Mario Bros. Bowser's Fury, Breath of the Wild. If we go for down here, Dragon Quest XI, Echoes of Elusive 8, selling better than probably. It's funny how they re-released Breath of, Dragon Quest 11 on the Switch instead of releasing it on the PS5, which is absolutely hilarious. I wouldn't be surprised if Dragon Quest 12 is a Switch exclusive, considering how much of a failure the PS5 is, how much of a failure the console is. Square Enix's exclusivity deal was probably done before the PS5 released in Japan. I bet if they had common sense, they would release it on the Switch. A console that's selling far better. Even garbage like Sword and Shield is selling better than PS5 games. The fact that garbage like Sword and Shield is still selling better than PS5 can really show you something about Sony. Can really show you something about Sony's consoles. How bad Sony's consoles are. How horrible they are. Metopia is outselling PS, and you have games like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe selling, games like Minecraft for the Nintendo Switch outselling the PS5 itself. If the fact that games are outselling the PS5 as well is just absolutely hilarious. And it's not even the games that are the best selling, which again you'd expect them to have a lot of sales, like Skyward Sword sold more copies than the Switch sold this weekend, but again the Switch has an install base of 16.6 million yen. It seems that this grave of the PS5 is probably being buried relatively. PS5 is probably being buried relatively quickly. Even I'm surprised Animal Crossing New Horizons is not having as great as ratings as people thought it would. But even then, it's still selling better than the PS5 digital edition. So yep, that's basically about this video. Goodbye.